What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I am back with another shorter build. It's a shorter video. It's a little bit of a quicker build. I know my last video was also pretty short, but yeah, I've just been kind of in the mood to sit down and build houses that are a little bit more easier and a little bit smaller and don't have any like very detailed storylines to them. So yeah, sometimes I guess I'm just like in that zone where I'm not really feeling too inspired to build something very large and more complicated with a very detailed storyline. Sometimes I just want to sit down and do some quicker builds that I can finish in like either 1 or 2 sittings, and then just be done with it and move on to the next one. I've kind of been in that zone lately. But actually I am working on a larger house right now, so I guess, I don't know, I'm kind of getting out of that zone now. It's also, the one that I'm working on right now is also not too large, but then again, I never really do any like very large builds. But yeah, I've just been rambling. I'm sorry. I am building here, it's a smaller house, a starter home that I'm building in Newcrest, and I was actually building on a budget for this house. So I gave myself 20,000 simoleons, and this house comes in at about just under 17,000 simoleons, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty cheap, but what I did was I didn't furnish it all the way. So that's something different and something I've never done before, but I thought it would be fun to just do that for a change. So what I did was I added all the necessities, like the kitchen is properly furnished and fully functional, and then the bathroom as well. So in that sense, it's kind of realistic. If you were to buy or rent a house that's already there, like that's already built, there would be a bathroom and a kitchen and stuff like that. All the plumbing and stuff like that would already be there. So that's kind of what I did for this build as well. And I thought that would be fun for a change. I've never done that before, but I think it's a really fun idea to maybe like add houses like this to a save file or something. I don't really know. I am kind of working on a save file. I mean, not really, but I would like to release a save file at some point. But that just, it takes so long because we get new rules all the time. For example, I am now working on filling up Newcrest. I built this one in Newcrest as well. But that takes so long, and then I kind of, if I were to release a save file at some point, I also want to do all the community lots and like kind of redo them, maybe not rebuild them completely, but at least kind of renovate them to kind of make them fit in with my style of building, I guess. But I mean, that would take so long. So I am definitely planning on releasing a save file at some point, but I have no clue when. Because I mean, we're getting eco living in a few days or in a week or so. And I mean, that's gonna give us a whole new world again. So that means that I have to renovate that world and stuff. So it's just going to take a long time before I ever release a save file. But I mean, a house like this would be really fun for you guys to furnish, I think, because I do realize that there's a lot of people out there, a lot of simmers that really enjoy furnishing and decorating homes, but are not that big on actually building the exterior of homes. So, and I am basically the other way around. I mean, I love furnishing builds as well. I always really enjoy doing that as well, but I think that my favorite part of building is actually the exterior, and it's not like that for a lot of people. So why not just give you guys a few builds that are not completely furnished, so they are there for you to furnish. But I did place a kitchen and a bathroom and stuff like that, and I did figure out the layout for you guys, so you don't really have to think about that part. Obviously, you can just renovate it to however you want it to be. But I kind of just wanted to give you that with this house. So it comes in, like I mentioned, just under 17,000 simoleons. So that gives you a little bit over 3,000 simoleons to furnish the place, which is not a whole lot. But if you're just starting the game, like if you're starting in a new save and you're not using any money cheese or something, you could easily furnish this home with 3,000 simoleons. I mean, you're not gonna have the most expensive and luxurious items in your build, but you can definitely afford a little like living area, dining area, a bedroom, and stuff like that. So that would not be a problem. And I did actually landscape this lot as well, but I used all debug plants, so plants that come in the World Objects catalog. So that doesn't cost any money. I kind of wanted to save like that, if that makes any sense, like save some money that way. But yeah, I definitely did want to make this house look realistic and lived in, and I wanted it to kind of fit in with the world and go hand in hand with the house next door, that yellow house next door that you can see. I built that a while back. That one is a couple's first home is what I called it. I will try and remember to link that video here on screen somewhere. But that is another build that I did for my version of Newcrest. And I kind of wanted to build a lot similar like that on the neighboring lot because I thought that would be realistic and that would be a lot of fun. But I didn't really want to do the same thing again. I mean, obviously I could have gone for a furnished house, like a furnished starter home that comes in at 20,000 simoleons. But then I was like, no, you know what? I kind of want to do something a little bit different for this house. So that's what I did, and I didn't furnish the place all the way. But here you can see I did figure out the layout for this house, and I think it makes perfect sense. Like, I was fiddling around with the shape of this house for a little while, because with houses like this, I like to kind of just sit down without a plan and just start building, because the house is not too big and not too complicated. So I always enjoy just sitting down and start building boxes and adding boxes to the box that's already there, if that makes any sense, and kind of fiddle around with the shape of the house like that. I always really enjoy that. And yeah, that's exactly what I did for this build as well. And luckily it came out this way, like it did right now, so that the floor plan made perfect sense. So you can see that when you walk into the front door, I'm going to place a kitchen right there. And then there's also space for a small dining area, probably only a one-tile dining table, but that would fit perfectly fine. And then a sitting area would fit in there as well. And then there's an archway that leads to a very tiny little hallway, but that you could use that for like an extra bookcase or something like that. And then there's a small bathroom there that I furnished properly. I did leave some space for if you want to add laundry, but you'll see that later on. I did make sure to leave enough space for that. And then there is two bedrooms. One bedroom that has a closet, so that would be the master bedroom, I think. I mean, you could obviously change that, but in my mind it kind of was like that. That the master bedroom has a walk-in closet, a small one, but a walk-in closet nonetheless. And then there is an extra bedroom that could be used for just, you know, you could make that into an office as well if you wanted to, but it could also work for a kid's bedroom, for example, and the bedroom is pretty spacious, so you could easily make it into a shared bedroom with two single beds, so you could have two kids here if you wanted to, so you could have 4 Sims in total. That would work perfectly fine and would fit perfectly fine. But here you can see in the bathroom I added a sink, and then the other tile next to the door, I actually left that empty. So if you want to add like either a piece of furniture or if you want to add laundry, a washer and dryer, the stacked washer and dryer would fit there perfectly fine. So I kind of made it that way so that you could add that if you wanted to. And I also added flooring and wallpaper that would be realistic in my opinion. But you could obviously change that. I didn't use the nicest flooring and wallpaper, but I kind of did that on purpose because it is a cheaper home. It is a starter home. It's probably already a little bit older, and there have been a lot of Sims that already lived here for a couple of years or something like that. I was just imagining that it was like that. So I didn't use the nicest flooring and wallpaper and not the nicest colors maybe, but I sometimes just really enjoy doing that because it's kind of realistic, and it's something for you to work on if you want to and have the simoleons. You can kind of just make it your own taste and style if you wanted to. But here you can see I'm just working on the landscaping a little bit more. I'm adding some planter boxes. Those are from the Debug catalog as well, so I didn't spend any money on that. So the Debug catalog is just perfect. If you ever want to build a starter home, I highly recommend checking it out if you've never done it before. Because all the plans and stuff like that, they're free. So that's perfect for this type of house. The weird thing about it is that they're not actual like objects in the game. Like your Sims can walk right through them because they kind of don't see them as if they're there, like, if that makes sense. But then again, I think that's the same way with regular plants, regular landscaping from the catalog. I think your Sims can walk through them as well. So in that case, in that sense, it just really doesn't make too much of a difference. But that's already it for this build. So you can download it off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. And if you do download it, please just let me know whatever you do with the furniture and stuff like that. I would love to see it. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. My handle on there is @Simmarysims as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!